Can't trust anyone 100% of the time. There's no one that you can trust 100% of the time. You know why? Because people are crazy. Say it with me, guys. People are crazy. Respectfully, though, right? And when I say crazy, I don't mean like insane, killer crazy. I mean like personality disorder. I'm talking about narcissism. I'm talking about delusional behavior, jealousy, haters. I would say a majority of people walking around have some kind of unhealed trauma. Just living, guys, will give you trauma. We're going to make it into the future successfully. It's just that once you're awake and you can see, it might take some of the joy out. You might become depressed. It's not you, guys. It's not you, it's them, for real. So trust, but verify. I love things to be easy. I just want to trust people. Why are you lying? Why are you lying to me? What's the point of lying? Like, some people even lie about things they don't even need to be lying about. You have to verify everything. Trust is earned. You know what I'm saying? Look, guys, like, at one point, Coca-Cola had Coke in it. And that's something I didn't even have to make up. You know what I'm saying? Could you believe that? Talking about Coke. This is a real experience that happened to me probably a couple months ago. I'm hanging out in front of my Airbnb, my neighbor. If y'all know me, I had an Airbnb in the hood. So I'm at my neighbor's front yard. There's a couple guys out there, some playing chess. And there's this one guy, I don't know everyone that well, but this is one guy, he's talking about wealth, health, success, building generational wealth, community, and all this, right? So I'm all ears. I'm the only one paying attention. I'm locked in. I'm bonding with him based on the topic. And not even 30 minutes later, same person offers me crack. You know what I'm saying? Not that he tried to offer it to me, like, obviously, but it's obvious that he would sell it to me, you know what I'm saying? And of course I said no because I know better, but I was thinking, what if I didn't know any better? What if I didn't know any better? And I was into the conversation and I just wanted to be cool or whatever. And I said yes, and I took that. I would lose all my respect. I would lose all respect because at that point I'd become a fiend. I'll be nothing more than a crackhead. I'll be a sale. I'll be a customer. You know what I'm saying, guys? And at the time, it didn't offend me, But as I'm making the video, I started thinking about it. Like, damn, why would somebody contradict themselves like that? Why would they contradict themselves like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it all came down to, like, the fundamental basics. People need to eat. And I believe there's different levels to it. Some people might do it for, for power, control. But at the end of the day, most people is going to be that they need to eat, and it's not personal. It's business, Right now, there's someone right now that's in that same situation and they getting swept under the rug. And I'm like, wow, I could have easily been swept under the rug if I didn't know any better. People don't have a problem sacrificing you. And at that point, I kind of realized that God allows a little bit of toxicity in the world, and that's why they say even good deeds don't go unpunished. So you have to know this, guys. You got to know that. What do you have to know? What do you really have to know? That everyone has a booby trap for you. And how do you find out? How do you find out what the booby trap is? You have to find out what people's agendas are, how they make their money, you know, how do they make their money? What are their occupations? If you ever meet anyone, whatever they're interested in, they're going to push it on you, you know, whatever they're doing. If they're sports betting, they're going to push sports betting on you. If they're on a certain app, they're going to push that app on you. You know, everyone is like a salesperson. For example, right? This is an easy one. You at a car dealership. You see the car salesman approaching you. What is he trying to do? Sell you a car. Why is he selling you a car? So he can eat. He got to sell a car for you to eat, for him to eat, right? He got to sell you a car to eat. Now, it's not such a bad thing if you know what you want. But if you don't know what you want, trust me, he's going to sell you any car. It doesn't matter. He's going to sell you any car, and he's going to say that car is good for you. You know, I'm very lucky to even, we all kind of very lucky to even make it this far. We're very lucky. If you're watching this video, you're very lucky to made it this far in life. There's people that's getting swept up under the rug every day. Yeah, guys. So you really have to be around people who your agenda is all lined up, you know, because this world is all about, we all got to eat. You know, the difference with me, I feel like, you know, when I was growing up, I always valued being trustworthy. I always valued the truth. Even if it hurt, I value the truth. And I always thought that trustworthiness, positiveness, and whatever you want to call it was all profitable. And sometimes the perception is that the bad guy wins all the time. And it does look like that. They do look like they're winning. And just know that it's very hard to transition. Just like the guy, man, try to sell me that stuff. Like, he's probably not a bad person. He's probably not a bad person, but he tried to sell me, you know, some things that's going to put me under the rug. And you could feel that people got dual person, they have dual energy, you know, and I don't think he would want to do me like that, but he kind of have to. You have to sell something in this life. And if you start out, you in a toxic environment, just know that if you start scamming or whatever, that eventually is going to catch up. And to transition is the transition back to, like, call it the good side. Transition back to the good side, it takes a long time. Say you're a scammer, you making a lot of money, you get caught. Not everyone is going to be a rapper, you know, and be able to make money off of that and change their life around. You might go to jail. It's going to be hard for you to get a job. So you're going to be trapped in that cycle. You're not going to be able to get to the other side. It's going to be hard to transition to the other side because people are not going to want that type of energy, you know? So at the end of the day, you have to start out on the right side, even if it doesn't seem like it's the wave or whatever. But I don't want this video to get too long, you know, but so now friends and family, right? It gets harder with friends and family because there's a blind spot there. You love is there. They love you. The booby trap is in the love. They're not trying to give you bad advice, you know. Like, for example, you know, you might be an entrepreneur by heart, you know, that might give you your way. That might make room for you. You could be successful being an entrepreneur, but your parents, they have their degrees, you know. And like I said before, everyone's going to push their experience on you. So they're gonna want you to go to school and get degrees also, because that's what they know. And that's not a bad thing. That's the worst thing about it, is that it's not a bad thing. But it could lead you into a direction that, you know, where you could have been working on a business this whole time and you could have been ahead. But instead you're doing something that's not necessarily wrong. You know what I'm saying, guys? So just to sum it up, you know, everyone has a booby trap. You can't trust anyone 100% of the time. Not even the church. Even in the church. I'm not going to get into that, but trust your intuition, guys. Trust your intuition and trust but verify. Make sure you spend some time figuring yourself out and what you want and what you don't want and what you might compromise on. So when you get into situations, it's already locked in. It's already locked in. Your agenda is already locked in. And everything that doesn't follow that agenda, don't be scared to say no, guys. You can't even trust the woke folks. You can't even trust those conscious folks anymore. Like even they playing, even they have booby traps for you. Yeah, guys, that's it.